What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. What's up, Don? What's up, Yolanda? What's up, Dale, Joy, Betty, Luis, Eric, Evelyn, Elaine, Pilar? What's going on? What's up, Becky? What's up, Jen? How are you? Jeff, what's up, big man? What's up, Steph, Vanessa, Keisha? See me, hear me? Good to go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get the rest of the crew in here. Let's get Instagram in here. Let's get TikTok in here. Instagram, what's up? We're live. We are live on YouTube as well. We are live on TikTok. We're live on Instagram. What's going on, everybody? So here's the deal. We have in stock right now, I don't know how long, but in stock right now, the blue UV Magic Heat Transfer Vinyl. So, it arrived today. All-Star members have known for probably, 2-3 hours now. They got a head start, okay? And I was nice enough to keep the coupon code going. So the coupon code will end tonight. So you can use it on the blue as well. All right? So the blue is in. I will give you so it's a little bit more difficult to see with the UV light versus actually being outside. So what I actually did right before the live, I actually took a picture, okay? I took a picture and I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like, just so you can see the three different colors when they are outside in the direct sunlight, okay? So let me flip around here for you guys real quick. YouTube, I'm going to go to my screen camera here, and there you go. And let me bring TikTok over here as well. Let me flip the camera. TikTok. Obviously the purple, the yellow, the pink, and the blue. That's what they look like once they hit the sun. All right, and Instagram, I'll bring you guys over and show you real quick as well. So, Instagram, there you go. The purple, the yellow, the pink, and the blue. Pretty sweet looking, aren't they? All right, so we're going to make a couple items with it today. And we made a couple on Monday. But we have a new pack, a lake pack that we just released, because we have a ton of different summer packs and beach packs, and one of the top requests that we've had recently is lake packs, okay, for on the boats and lakes and stuff like that. So I'm going to make a couple designs out of the brand new lake pack that we just released today, and then I'm also going to make a tumbler with, I want to see if it works, because it's going to be a lot smaller, okay? And I want to see if it works, and I'm going to show you how to, well, it's up to you guys. I'm going to do it in Corel and the Wizard, but do you want me to show you how to edit a design a little bit to make it more unique? So use some different elements from a current design that you may have gotten in the mini pack, and then edit that to create a new design out of it. I have the design created already, but it'll only take probably 5 minutes if you want me to show you in the Wizard and Corel how to actually do that. And it may help a lot of you, and then those of you who may not have the Wizard and Corel, it'll kind of show you what it does as well. Do you guys want to do that? Yeah? Sweet. Okay, let's do it. So I'm seeing almost everybody saying yes for the designing part of it, because as you guys know, that's one of the most difficult things, right? That's one of the most difficult things. So I'm going to do it in the Wizard and Corel, and then down the road I can make a video on doing it in, for example, Design Space, or doing it in the Silhouette software, okay? So here's what I need to do. I am going to get TikTok. I'm going to bring you guys around to be able to see my screen here. And you know what? Instagram, I might be able to show you a little love today. Let me see Instagram if I can show you a little something. You may not be able to see my screen perfect, Instagram, but something is better than nothing, right? Something's better than nothing. So let me grab you guys here, Instagram, real quick. Throw you here, and let me flip you around and zoom you in a little bit. All right, so Instagram, you can see my screen pretty good there. TikTok, I'm going to grab you guys, flip you guys around, and then YouTube. Just so all of you guys know, YouTube is going to have by far the best kind of visual to see as I'm doing this, because it's a direct screen share, okay? So let me flip over, and YouTube, we're good to go. So we're going to go to CorelDRAW here. So first, let me show you the pack that I'm talking about, just so you guys kind of have an idea. All right, so let me flip around here real quick and go to the website. And the pack that I'm talking about is this pack right here. So let me know, what's your favorite design in here? We got the Let's Go Jump in the Lake with like the little lake design, kind of the canoe, the birds flying around. We got the Lake Junkie design. This is one that we're going to make today, okay? We got the Coffee Lake Wine Repeat. We got the Lakes, Laughs, Light and Bugs. We got the I'm on Lake Time. My Heart Longs to Be at the Lake. We got Ain't Nothing Like Boat Waves and Lake Days. We got the Lakeaholic. We got Living the Lake Life. And we got Worry Less, Boat More. All right? So, bunch of different SVG files that you can use, whether it's whether you're using it in Design Space, whether you're using it in Silhouette, whether you're using it in any software, because you can bring these SVG files in different ones. All right? So, what I'm going to do here, just to show you, is I'm going to take this Lake Junkie design, because I figured a lot of you would like the Lakeaholic design, right? So, this is the Lakeaholic design. What I want to do with this Lakeaholic design is I want to turn it into a Tumbler design, okay? Now, when I think about that, and when I turn something into a Tumbler design, I also have to think about the cutting aspect of it, okay? How small it's going to get, how thin the lines are, and whatnot, right? So you take a full shirt design, shrink it down to a 2-inch by 5-inch design, it's a huge difference, right? So let me show you how I'm going to do something like that. So I'm going to take this Lakeaholic design, and I'm going to shrink this down first to get it down to about the size for one of our Save a Cup tumblers. All right, so I brought it down to about 5 inches. Now, what I want to do is I want to take the little waves right here from my Lake Junkie design, add it to the bottom of my Lakeaholic design, and then get rid of this outline as well. Okay, so I'm going to walk you guys through how I would do that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the outline. Now, the aholic part of this design right here, okay? See this part right here? Do you think with it being 0.65 inches tall and 4.7 inches wide, is it going to be more difficult to cut and weed? What do you think? I know. What do you think? Because we made it a lot smaller, right? And that's a super thin design. Everybody with me on that? So, here's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, first thing I'm going to do. I saw somebody ask about the smooth tool. I could give an example of the smooth tool in this design. Check this out. So the smooth tool is this tool right here. So if I come to this design right here and just click in different areas, what it does, if there's any sharp points, and I'm going to try and find a sharp point for you to give you an example. See this spot right there that's a kind of a sharp edge? Watch this. I'm going to change it to a 0.2 inch smooth tool. And watch what happens to this as I click on it. See how it just curved it up? That's what the smooth tool does. And I used it, remember, I used it the other night with you guys as well. So anytime you have, see if I can find another sharp edge here in a minute. That looks good there. That looks good there. Here, little sharp edge right there. Check it out. Click, and it just curved it up. Okay, it's an easy way to get rid of sharp edges if you want to. So it's a cool little tool in CorelDRAW that you can just go around and fix little areas super quick. Okay, but here's what I want to do. I know this is going to be a little bit difficult, okay, as far as the weeding side of it. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to do a magic boundary. That's way too much, right? So I'm going to do like a 0.03 boundary. And I think that looks a little bit better there, okay? Maybe a little bit too much, but watch. I'm actually going to change my design a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of the blue, and we'll turn this back to that light blue. Now, if we want, I'm looking at this, I'm saying that's a little bit too thick. So maybe 0.03 was too much. Let's head over here and do 0.02, magic boundary, and let's see what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good. And this is going to give me a better shot of weeding this, right? Now, next thing I need to do is I need to grab my waves, okay? I kind of want my waves to do the same thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on my Smart Fill tool, fill that wave right there, and now I have it. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that wave, and I'm going to bring it over to this design. And I can turn it to a light blue or whatever I want. We'll fix the colors here in just a minute. And then I'm going to take that wave, get it down to about the size that I want, and I want it kind of going through my design right here. All right? Everybody see where I'm at? Everybody's with me still right now? So, once I have that, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it right underneath it, just to make it look like two waves. Everybody still with me? Let me know. And you'll be able to go back and watch the replay of this as well. So anybody that's confused on any of this, don't worry. You can watch the replay and kind of pause it and go through step by step. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld these two waves together. All right. And now we need to basically, let's change our colors around. I'm going to want the waves to be blue. Let's say I want the lake part to be kind of our dark pink. And I want the aholic to be, what do you think, the purple? You think those colors right there will look pretty good? To duplicate, I just Control-C, Control-V, copy and pasted. So I think these should look pretty good. And we can put these on we'll probably do it on a clear tumbler. I think it would look pretty sweet on a clear tumbler. Because I'm worried about, the only thing I'm worried about with the yellow, where do you want to do the yellow at? For the aholic? Only thing I'm worried about is with the clear tumbler, how much it's going to show up. We can try it though. You want to try it? You want to do the pink? Let's do it. Let's do it. I see a lot of requests for yellow. Let's do it. We'll see what happens. I'll test my vinyl, right? All right. So we got the lake aholic. Now, for the blue waves, I need to go ahead and add a contour around that and knock out the pink part. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do about a 0.0 magic boundary. 0.04, that's not quite enough. I'm going to do a 0.05 magic boundary. That looks pretty good to me. All right? And then I'm also going to make these waves a little bit smaller. Have them almost go that full edge, and then move them up a tiny bit, and then stretch them out a tiny bit. So I just basically made them a little bit thinner. All right? Now, I'm going to take that gray part, shift-click on the pink, and I'm going to do a back minus front, and then I'm going to get rid of these little spots right here. Those are kind of pointless for me. And then we got this. Okay? So now that we have this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my HTV anything outline to it. So 0.05 we should be able to get away with. So I'm just doing 0.05 magic boundary to each of those edges. And then I'm going to click on each of the grays, weld those together. These little inside areas right here, the tiny little spots, I always like to get rid of these. They're more difficult to weed. So if you have any tiny thin areas right here, it's the clear HTV anything material anyway. So we just got rid of it. And in that little spot inside the A, I'll get rid of as well. And there we go. So this is basically our decal, okay, that we're going to make. And I'm going to go probably about 5 inches by 2 inches. I think that's a pretty good size. All right, everybody with me? Sweet. Okay, let me turn on the heat press real quick, just so it's ready by the time we're done cutting and stuff. Now, next thing I need to do is obviously do our color separations. So I'm going to come over here, and we're going to do it on a clear tumbler, I think. Do you think a clear tumbler or the smoked tumbler? You guys let me know. I'll show you both of them. Clear tumbler or smoked tumbler? What do you think? I'm going to let you guys decide. Clear, clear, smoke, smoked, 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 clear. You guys always make this difficult. Smoked, clear, clear, smoked, smoke, 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 clear, clear, clear. Oh, you guys are absolutely killing me. I'm worried about the pink. I'm worried about the... I see the most of the smoked. All right, smoked it is. Smoked it is. I got to grab one real quick. All right. We are going on the smoked. So, let's get this baby done. Highlight it, templates, vinyl overcut, and I'm honestly very anxious to see how this weeds, okay? Because it's a super small design, right? HTV anything version of it, remember we never mirror that, so I just flipped it back for us real quick. So we have our blue there, we have our pink there, and we have our yellow here, okay? So let me bring you guys over to the cutter here real quick. So I gotta flip you guys around. Instagram, you guys are gonna have to look from here. TikTok, bringing you guys over to the cutter over here. And YouTube, let me switch you guys over to the production view over here as well. Boom, good to go. All right, so my first cut I'm going to do, let's go ahead and knock out, I got a little extra piece of HTV anything here. So let's knock out our HTV anything first here real quick. So I know it's about 5 inches wide, so I have plenty of material here. Let's go ahead and drop it. Go one for front edge. That looks good. Bring it down a little bit because it's cut crooked. And I'm going to come back over here. Yes, heat press is heating up. Thank you. I did turn it on probably a minute or two ago. Let's go and highlight this. I'm going to go launch and cut plot CM4. Yes, the Design Wizard did all the color separations for me. The machine I'm using is the Graphtec. All right, so I'm going to do a force of 17. I normally do a force of 18. Let's go 18. Force of 18, speed of 30, quality of 1. And let's go ahead and knock this out. Grab my scissors here. And then I'm going to grab our UV Magic heat transfer vinyl. And we'll cut those up. Alright. So design-wise, pretty good. Size-wise, oh, this is going to be a perfect size for this too. Sweet. All right, let's trim this up. We don't want to weed this yet, right? We don't want to weed it yet because we want to get these other cuts going. So I'm going to grab my blue. This is honestly, we just got the blue in today. This is the first time I've cut it. This is a first. All right, let's feed it in the back here. Again, 10 inches wide. So let's get it loaded in here. The blade I'm using is still my, what are we at now, guys? Probably 2.5 years old. Probably 2.5 years old on my blade that I'm using. I'm using my 45-degree blade. And so when you see me put my cut settings in, just know they are going to be a little bit higher than what you'll probably enter for your cut settings, okay? Buffer, it's clearing the buffer right now because I had that old one set on there. Let me move it out of the way, reset it here. I pulled out that last cut before it was technically saying it was done. All right, good to go. Let's cut the blue. So my setting on this for the blue waves here, and again, this is mirrored, okay? We obviously have to mirror the heat transfer vinyl. I'm going to go about a 19 for the setting. Maybe a 20, honestly, just to be safe. Again, you guys with a newer blade on the Graphtec will probably be around a, I would say probably around a 16 or a 17 with this cut. All right, so as this is pulling in here, did you guys see the new rhinestone colors that we got in as well? 2 new rhinestone colors. We got the canary and we got the matcha. Is anyone else buffering? I hope you're not. Are you guys seeing me and hearing me okay still? Let me know. Anyone else buffering? Let me know. Not here? Good. Okay, good, good. Nobody else is. All right, so I'm going to go force of 20 just to be safe, and let's see what that does. I'm not gonna lie, I had no clue what that was, but I guess it's a green tea that a lot of people like. So some of the girls in the warehouse were saying that looks just like it. So that's what we went for, this new greenish color here. All right, let's go one, bring this out. Ooh, yes. I'm gonna weave this one real quick just because I want to make sure my settings are correct and everything's good. So that obviously we did great there. Oh, that's beautiful, baby. Let's go. Let me grab my trash can here, and I need to load in my next color. Yeah, we'll make, if you guys want, I can make a rhinestone. I got a big template right here. I can make a little entrepreneur shirt for somebody with either the canary or the matcha, and we can do another giveaway, I'm sure. What am I looking for here? I need the pink. All right, so these UV heat transfer vinyls are so white it's hard to tell which one's which color. So I got to go like this, and I can see there's my pink. Obviously, there's my blue, my purple, and my yellow. All right, so we're doing the pink on this one. So with the pink here, let's go ahead and load this in. Sometimes I'll feed it through the front like I am right now, just if this shelf gets in the way sometimes, so sometimes it's easier just to feed it through. Again, using my pick tool, anytime you have a material that rolls up like that, it just helps as far as feeding it. So good to go with that. Come over here. And let's do it. We are going to, pink is the lake part of the design. So I'm going to go launch, cut plot CM4. Good to go with that. Our setting is still at 20, and let's hit send. I am going to get my HTV anything as this is cutting, and let's do this. Yes, the new stones, I saw the question there. The new stones, they are diamond cut hot fix. Yes, diamond cut hot fix. And I got a couple little inside areas here on the HTV anything. Cut perfect there. Oh, that cut nice too. Got a little inside part of the eye there. Perfect. Inside there. And I will show you. Again, it's hard to see because it's a clear material. But this is the HTV anything that I'm going to press them to. And just finished the pink here. Let's trim this off. So I can feel that that was probably a little bit too much pressure. And you guys let me know if you can see. Can you see the little bit of a almost cut lines on the back side? Where it almost cut through, but it didn't. So again, I'm just going to test it here real quick to make sure that looks good. All right, so let's get the pink out of here and then the yellow. So many of you have been asking, and I went on live yesterday about the yellow. So the yellow, when I use this UV light, it doesn't show up a ton, okay? But you're never really going to be using a UV light to activate this. I just do it when I'm inside here, because when it's inside, it's supposed to be white like it is. But you can see in the image that I showed, and maybe I won't be able to bring YouTube outside, but maybe I can bring TikTok outside real quick once I create these and kind of show you how bright the yellow does get. Because it gets super crazy, okay? All right, so our last cut is going to be the aholic part. Highlight that, launch, cut plot CM4. Yes, if you're on Instagram, you're not going to be able to see, because I got two other cameras for TikTok and for YouTube over here. So Instagram, you'll be able to hear me, but you're going to have to head over to YouTube to see everything. We got 3 different cameras on YouTube. All right, good to go there. Force, I'm going to go with that same force just to try it. And let's see where we are. Heat press is up to 230 degrees. We're getting there. So this is honestly the part of the design that I'm the most worried about, because it is such a thin part of the design. So let me aim you guys down here a little bit, and let's see if this is going to weed okay. So like I talked about on Monday, this material, it does not have a sticky backing, okay? So what that means is you just need to be a little bit more careful when you are weeding it, because if you do pull it up off, it is a little bit more difficult to get it back onto the carrier, but that honestly weeded super easy right there. That was actually way easier than I thought that was going to be. That is our yellow there. But, ooh, this is a great spot for it. I told you I wasn't even paying attention. And where is my eye? The top of my eye is still in there. So we are going to have to put that on basically manually after, because it's going to be tough for it to stick back on here. all right? But we'll be good with it, and that's good because it'll show you guys how to do it. So I'm bringing these over to the heat press here. I'll come over and grab you guys here. So we got that weeded, we got that weeded. We still need to weed the lake part of the design here. And again, this one is going to be pretty difficult as well because, again, there's some super small areas within this part of the design. So, again, just be careful. Know your design when you're weeding it. Know your design. Know where you may have any small, super small problem areas before you're weeding. I know one spot that is going to be an issue no matter what is the little tiny, super tiny part inside here. And yeah, that part is so small, I probably shouldn't even have tried to cut it. But we'll be able to get away with it. All right, so good there. Drop that there. And this here. So anytime you get into much smaller designs like this, you just need to be careful. You just need to be careful with your weeding part of it. Just to make sure when you do put them on that they stay on. All right? So got that there. My HTV anything is here. I got my blue part of my HTV anything here. And let's bring you guys over here. So, I would say, I see the question coming in, is that pretty much as small as you would go with this? Probably, and the reason why I say that is you don't want to spend a ton of time sitting there and arranging stuff, right? Because it can be a pain in the butt. And you'll probably have to use tweezers, which I'll probably do, on this part of it. So, just be careful when you're doing smaller designs like this, because if you spend way more time basically pressing it, I'm just arranging you guys here, give me a second. There we go. I don't want the camera to keep kind of flinching. Hopefully that will be better. Good. All right, so I am going to start with just the blue part here. And a couple different ways you can do it. You can flip it upside down. Remember, I've done this before and showed you guys this technique. Flip it upside down. But you're still going to have to, because it moves around so much, probably use a little piece of heat tape. So I'm going to drop a piece of heat tape on this side and a piece of heat tape on this side. Okay? Once I have that, you can even flip it over and then the heat tape will attach. So that looks good there. That looks good there. And then the heat tape is attaching there. All right. Everything looks pretty straight to me there. Everything's attached. And I'm good to go. And I'm going to come down for a quick, probably 2 to 3 second press here. You want to press it as little as you can. Now, I'm only at 284 degrees, so I'm not to my full temperature that I need to be to yet. So I'm going to see if it allows me to get away with this. Let's try it. Did it attach enough to stay there? Oh, sweet. It did. Look at that. Okay, so that's good there. Now we're coming over to this part of my design. Again, I just moved this little spot right here. So with that spot, I'm going to attach it at the end. I'm going to show you a little trick as I was doing something similar to this last night. And unfortunately, that's a difficult part. I see that question coming in. Does it have to be a material where it has the non-sticky backing? Yes, just because the way the material is made, unfortunately. Okay, so Still got my eye there. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip it over and line these up. And the reason why I flip it over like this is it's actually easier to line it up from the back side because you can see those cut lines easier. And then again, you don't have to, most people are flipping it back over. You don't have to flip it back over after you do that. You just drop it down there. And again, I went pretty quick press, probably 3 to 4 seconds there. And let's see if we got attached there. Good to go. Good to go there. All right. And now I'm coming for the alcoholic part. And I got my little part of the eye that kind of came off there. So I can reuse my heat tape. So taking my green heat tape back here, drop that on there. And again, I'm going to flip upside down here. Looking at my edges, looking at the actual design to try and have a little bit of spacing between. The colors are going to be different, which is nice too. But still want to try to have that little bit of spacing between it, so it will kind of stand out a little bit more. So that looks good. Now, as I'm looking at this, here's what I'm seeing here, okay? This, I'm attaching it to the HTV anything material, and that's what's going to make it a sticker. But my heat tape wasn't sticking because this piece was bigger than my original piece. So if that happens, you just have to trim a little bit off of that edge, and then that will allow you to come back here so this will stick. So that looks good there. That looks good there. And then let's get it lined up. I see some of you saying, what happens if you get bubbles? It really depends on the bubbles, and here's what I mean by it really depends, is it depends on how long you're pressing it for. So normally if you get bubbles, it will mean one of two things. Number one, you're pressing it for too long, or number two, you pressed it at the wrong time and temperature, like as far as maybe you were at 320, 330 instead of 305 where you should have been. So being at the wrong temperature can definitely cause bubbles. That looks good there. And now we need to fix these last two little spots that we had. And they should be pretty easy fixes here for us. I'm just going to drop this piece right here. And it's kind of cool because it actually does kind of stick to it a little bit, which makes it easier. And then the top of my eye right here, this is where it's going to be an issue because I need to also find out with my light which part is which. So what side has the adhesive and what side doesn't? And I think this is, oh, of course, this is the yellow, isn't it? So it's going to be super hard for me to tell. I'm just going to try and kind of eyeball it here and see. I think that is right there. Yes, that's the only downfall because the yellow doesn't activate as much with just the UV flashlight is exactly, you get that where it's hard to tell. And now I'm going down for my full kind of 8 to 10 seconds. Oh, see, I guessed the wrong side because it stuck to the other side. So I wonder if If that's the case, I wonder if I can repress. It'll tell you easily if you made a mistake, because did you see how it stuck to my carrier sheet or my cover sheet instead? So as I come over here, I am good to go with this. Now I just need to bring you guys over here. Let me grab our tumbler. And let's throw this on real quick. So, got you arranged there. YouTube, let me get you guys down here a little. We're going to do the smoked tumbler like we talked about. I do see a little thing with my eye. My eye is actually a different part of the design. So I have to, because I didn't attach it, which I should have, I'm going to have to come back and do that a second time. So let's go here. Boom. Drop this on. And we are sitting pretty. Let me grab my eye. The dot of my eye here is going to be my last little piece, because does everybody know why this happened with the eye? Because when I welded it together, I didn't attach that little part. And then we're good to go. Okay? So again, when I bring this outside, it's going to get the real color change, but for right now, you can see how quickly that blue changes, the pink changes, and everything. And then this yellow will really pop. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty sweet on the smoked. I agree. The pink actually stays. It actually, ooh, this was happening the other night. The pink actually stays the color a little bit longer than the blue. But again, the whole point is when you're inside, you want it to change back colors anyway, right? All right, so let me grab you guys here. Flip you over here. And screen camera, boom. Instagram. You know what? We're actually just going to cut this, right? We're just going to cut this. Hey, Instagram, head over to YouTube or TikTok, okay? Head over to YouTube or TikTok. We'll see you guys. All right. Now, next design we're going to do is this Lake Junkie design, okay? Similar type thing. We're going to go with the yellow, we're going to go with the pink, and we're going to go with the blue. All right, do you want to do purple or pink for the Lake Junkie part? Let me know, purple or pink. I think the pink will look a different color a lot more than what the purple will next to the blue. Do you agree? That's the only thing I'm worried about the purple, is it being, it's going to look different, but I think the pink will have a bigger contrast. Yeah, I agree. I think the pink will have a bigger contrast with the blue. So let's do this. Highlight it. I'm at 10.1 inches. Now, that seems pretty big for a design, I know, but the reason why I'm going the larger size like this is because of the sun sticking out here, okay? So technically, my design is only about 9 inches wide. Make sense? And we're going to do this on a... Do you want to do it on a black shirt this time? Just to see how bright they get on a black shirt? We haven't done it on a black shirt yet. We did it on the white on white shirt last time. Let me know. Black shirt or white shirt. I'll do whatever you want. I think the black will at least show you guys what it looks like on the black. Let's do it on a black. Got it. All right. So we are at 10.1 inches. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go to templates. I'm going to do my vinyl overcut. And there we go. Here's my cuts. Now my first cut is this one right here. That's 9.6 inches. I'm going to get rid of the weed box because the material's 10 inches wide. So 9.1, then I have the sun there, then I have the waves there. So the color that I just cut was what? What was the last color I cut? Oh man. My light is dying on me. Here we go. Last color I cut was the yellow, wasn't it? Blue. Yep. So we do need yellow. We need the sun part of the yellow. So let's bring this back. And let's bring you guys back over here and let's do the yellow. So heading back over here to our cutter. Get you guys up here, YouTube, so you guys can see it. Flip back over. The sun's not coming in the window where I'm at, so it won't be able to see it. And then by the time I get it back inside, honestly, it'll turn back to the white colors. It's crazy. It's crazy how quickly it changes. All right, so here's what I want to do with this one. I'm actually going to, just to waste less material, and to be able to do a second design if I want to, maybe a TikTok afterwards, I'm going to do 2 designs. Okay, I'm going to cut 2 of them. So, highlighted that. I'm going to go to Launch and cut Plot CM4. I got 2 of them there. I'm doing a force of 19, and let's hit Send. I do need a new light. Yes, I don't know what's up with that. It's messed up. I don't know if the batteries are dead already. Oh, now it's working, of course. Alright. Those are done. Trim that. And we are done with the yellow. Now I'm coming back with my blue and my pink. So let's go pink first. Feed it from the back here again because it's a little bit longer. But again, when you don't have a lot of room, it is kind of a pain sometimes to feed it in from the back, especially if it kind of rolls up like this. So there we go. That looks good there. Drop this down. 1 for front edge. And this is the pink. So we're cutting the main part of the design for this one. Working on Santa for the Graph Tech. Let's go. Alright, so for the Lake Junkie part of the design, it is 9 inches by 5.82 inches. Man, it's like the perfect size to not fit 2 of them, isn't it? So, if I rotate it, it's going to be too large because it's 10 inches. Yep, it's literally like the perfect size to not fit perfectly for me. So, I'm going to have to do 2 of them, which is no problem. Highlight there and duplicate that. Highlight them both. Now I'm going to cut 12 inches tall. Launch, cut Plot CM4. Yes, the Lake Life Pack is on the website now. Bobby just posted the link for it for you guys too. All right, got our pink ready to go. Let's hit Send. As that's going, we will weed the sun part of the design here. So basically, yes, I saw that. The larger the design, obviously the easier it's going to be for the weeding side of it. But again, as long as you're careful when you're weeding it and you don't get the edges to pull up or any of the pieces to come off, you're not going to have an issue, right? But worst case scenario, you just put the piece back on like I did. So I have my two suns right there. You see what I tried to do there? All right, here we go. How many of you trim it off as it's cutting? That normally never turns out well, does it? Any chance I can do this one? No shot, right? I can't. Because what I'll do is I'll cut it wrong. I'm going to get my next cut set up. And my next cut's the blue. So we're going to do 2 of the blues, launch, cut plot CM4. I know, if I just hit pause, it's going to work perfect, but that's not a challenge. You normally, I don't know, maybe not you guys, but I always try to cut it as it's moving because it's more of a challenge. Now, it sucks when that challenge doesn't work out and you cut and ruin your design. And then you say, I should have just paused it, but that's never as fun. All right, good to go with that. And then our last cut is the blue. So let me find my blue over here. Blue's right here. Looks good. 1 for front edge. Good to go, and let's cut. Or wait till it stops. Yes, exactly. That would be the smart thing to do. As you guys know, I don't normally always do the smart thing. Now I have a second design to make a TikTok on later. All right. So this one here. Get my weed box out here. And let's start the weeding. Alright, there's my J there. I always like to, again, on any materials that are a little bit more difficult to weed, I break it on purpose in different spots so I can focus on the different areas that I'm weeding. Okay, so what I mean by that, and I'll show you a spot as I come to it here. I got my E here, that there. And I do need to, wow, that was close. I almost missed a cut. Remember what I did the other night? I almost did the same thing. So I got the top part of my eye for Junkie coming up here. So I'm going to weed from the inside area here and then pull towards that spot. And then I got my eye right there. Okay? Same thing here. I'm going to break it in that spot so I can work my way around and know I just hit that spot again right there so it didn't pull up any extra areas. So it's really a matter of what you're comfortable with. Had I done and had I made a bunch of these designs already, I would have probably just started ripping and weeding it right away, but because this is my first time weeding this design, anytime it's the first time doing a design, I'm always a little more careful just so I can kind of learn and see where all of those areas are that might be a little bit of an issue. Now I'm just going to hit all my inside cavities of the letters. Good there. Got a really small area here that is part of See? Really small area that's part of the E for lake. And I'm going to decide if I even really want to keep that or not. We might not because it's so small. So, good to go with that. Let's move this over here. And we are going to do, like we said, a black shirt for this one. There is my yellow part, and let's get my blue waves here. I think this shirt's going to look really sweet, especially on the black as the light hits it. Because on the black, you know it's going to, I mean, we all know it's going to look good just regular on the black because it's going to look like a nice white design. But I think it's going to look really cool when it changes colors. All right, flipping back over here to the heat press. We are still at 305 degrees right now. Okay, still at 305. I need to grab us one of our Bella Canvas women's black shirts here. The matcha is like a green. It's after the green tea. And I'm probably going to use that in the shirt we're going to make because I want to see what it looks like on the shirt. So we'll do a rhinestone shirt to finish up. All right. Extra large Bella Canvas. This is the 6400 series, I'm pretty sure. Or 6004. 6004. Now, that little inside part of the lake, like I said, is right there. But with this design, okay, remember, I have the sun part of the design that is going to be hopping off to the side over here. And it's coming off of the junky part, right? So that is going to be, and I'm just kind of trying to arrange it to see where it's going to be. That's going to be right around there. So now I'm basically arranging my design because this area is going to go out more. If I would have just adjusted it here, my design would have been completely off-centered. Completely off-centered. Baby Yoda green. I wish we could have just named it Baby Yoda green. That would have been a lot easier, right? All right, so that looks good. That looks good. Armpits, and then, of course, we have the blue going down underneath on the bottom. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this. I'm feeling pretty good with this. So I'm going to take that off. I have the Lake Junkie, part of my design here. Let's go ahead and press. And again, I'm going to go about 2 to 3 seconds. And then we can release there. Let me grab my trash can over here. Now I'm going to grab the sun part of the design here. That looks good to me. My cover sheet is going to help hold it down and help hold it in place so it doesn't shift, right? That looks good. That looks good. And again, about 2 to 3 seconds. Am I back? Should be back. Am I back? Back, back, back. Good to go? Sweet. So what I was saying is this tiny little spot was the issue with the weeding part that came up. It was a pretty easy fix, but it might get to the point where I just get rid of that, just so I don't have to worry about it in each one. Make sense? So the question now is, that part's easy, but again, the blue and stuff here, you know what we're going to do? I got to do this. All right, YouTube. YouTube, here's what I need you to do. I need you, if you're on YouTube, to hop over to TikTok for 2 minutes, okay? TikTok. Here's the deal. TikTok and I are going to go on a field trip. All right? TikTok, we're going to go on a field trip. We're going to go out into the driveway real quick, and we are going to see how quickly this shirt changes. So, YouTube, if you want to see it, hop over to TikTok, because I can't bring out my entire desktop computer. I will, though, take a picture as we're out there for you guys. Okay? I will take a picture for you. So I'm going to put it on this here. And then TikTok field trip. Here we go. You guys ready? All right, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, I promise. Give me about 2 minutes, YouTube. You guys just chit-chat. But head over to TikTok if you want to see it. And I will take a screenshot as well. All right, YouTube. Or TikTok, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta unlock the door. All right, let me flip over here real quick, because it's gonna change quickly, right? Gotta close the door behind me so the dogs don't get out. And let me try to hold this here. All right, you guys ready for this? This is gonna be so crazy. Watch how quick. Boom, done. What? Oh my goodness, look how quick that did that. And I'm even in the light. Look at that. Is that not insane? Hold on, let me set it down. Okay, you guys ready for the tumbler? Boom. Oh, yes. How sweet is that? I told you that yellow pops when you get outside, didn't I? All right, I got to take a picture so we can show YouTube when we get back in there. Hold on. And you guys want to see the glitter? See how you get the glitter look to it as well? So awesome. All right. Let's get back into YouTube. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I had to close the door quick so the dogs couldn't get out. Here we go. You guys want to see the doggies real quick? Hold on. Bling, say hi. Wrigley, say hi. Yeah. Wrigley's got her diaper on. You know what that means. Hey, guys. Bye, guys. All right, YouTube, we're back. Oh. YouTube, we're back. Did you guys miss us? The color's already changed back. Color's already changed back. Did you guys miss us? Did you guys see it? How many of you guys on YouTube went over to TikTok and saw it? All right, hold on. I'm going to TikTok. Hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can do something here real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me go here, here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Boom, boom. There. Back to here. All right. YouTube, I'm going to get you guys. Hold on. I'm going to get you. I'll get you hooked up so you guys can see it. Yeah, Wrigley's all diapered up. Are we back on TikTok? Okay. All right, hold on 1 second. Ready? And I took a picture, screenshot, and then I'm going to pull it up here for you guys. So, oh, here. Open image. All right. There's one of them. I'm switching over the screen camera so you guys can see it. Remember when I told you guys that yellow pops? You believe me now? And then, let me show you the one where it has both of them. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? And then here is with the tumbler as well. TikTok you guys already saw. I'm just showing them on the screen. So yes, it has, the yellow is amazing, isn't it? Even look at, I was honestly very surprised. Look at how good the yellow looks on the tumbler. Doesn't that yellow look freaking amazing on the tumbler as well? But what I love about it is, again, oh look, the yellow is actually holding its color a little bit. I honestly didn't expect that. So, I see you guys asking, how long did it take? TikTok, tell me. How long did it take once I got in the sunlight for the shirt and the tumbler to change colors? How long? Give me a guesstimate. Time-wise, how long did it take? Right? Literally like 2 seconds. Everybody's always like, does it take a couple minutes? Like, instantly, as soon as the UV rays from the sun hit it, it is instant, like right away, immediate. So I'm telling you, you'll have a white shirt, you'll walk outside in the sunlight, and everybody around you will be like, you have a different shirt on. It's that crazy. Yes, it did. It actually, once you get outside and you get close, even when you're in the shade, as you're getting close, it has like a very, very soft tint to it. And then as soon as you get the direct sunlight, then it is. It's almost like lights on, lights off, isn't it? Awesome. And I'll do a TikTok on this as well, because I love this shirt. What do you guys like better? Do you like the Lake Junkie or do you like the Lakeaholic? Which one? As far as the design, because we could put Lakeaholic on the shirt as well, obviously. Wouldn't it be crazy for gender reveal? I agree. The only downfall is, as soon as you walk it, like, it's going to reveal as soon as any type of sunlight comes in anywhere. So even if they're inside, if your windows don't have a UV protectant on it, it'll start changing colors. Yes, so just to let you guys know again, let me show you. All right, let me flip around here for you. TikTok as well. This pack, we just released it, okay? And you get the 65% off, all right? 65% off the $30. It is on the main page of the website, okay? So we have a bunch of different beach packs, and that's where we've had all of the requests for, obviously, the lake pack. And what do you think? How many, you know what, guys? Do you guys want, some of you at least, I've been doing a boatload of stuff lately, the past month or so for you All-Star members, haven't I? You know what, All-Star members? I got another present for you today. I got another present for you today, All-Star members. All-Star members, I am going to make, and I will upload it to the All-Star membership, because I know you're asking for it, and I saw a lot of people ask already. I'm going to make this same design for Beachaholic. A boatload. I'm going to make the same design. It doesn't exist yet. I'm going to make the same design for Beachaholic, and I am going to upload it to the All-Star members. It pays to be an All-Star, right? So, Beachaholic, the exact same beach in the background with a holic, and we're going to do that. I'm going to do that. So, All-Star members, you get a little present. You get a little present. Because that's just what we do. Because you All-Star, I mean, as you guys know, everybody here, I appreciate all of you guys coming to these lives and trainings and everything. And I mean, the All-Star membership is a paid membership. So they do get a lot of extra stuff for free. Okay? They do get a lot of extra stuff added on. They get special coupon codes and whatnot. All right, so I want to do one more thing if you guys got time. I want to make a t-shirt out of some of the new stones. All right? So, I'm going to up the heat press here real quick to about 325. And we are going to do this entrepreneur shirt. And the beach vibin' one is in the... When did I do that? Was that the All-Star training, the beach vibing one, or was that the mini pack? That was the mini pack, right? I think. Yes, that was the mini pack. That's this pack right here. And you get 65% off that as well. Let me flip around here for you. Let me flip around for you, Gia, and show you. So the beach vibing one, it has a rhinestone version for a multi-deck as well. That's in this pack right here, the TRW Beach Design Mini Pack. The one that the All-Star members got wasn't it the Be Kind design? Let me see. The All-Star members, I remember recently just got they got all the Lake Life, the Ship Faced, and the Get Naughty. Those are all the free designs that you guys got for All-Star members. And if you become an All-Star member, you'll still get those designs as well. And then the Be Kind one they got for free as well. Yep. All right. So, let's head over here. Let's knock out this rhinestone shirt real quick. And I want to show you these new stones. So, the stones I'm going to be using are the ones we just got in today. And they are the... Uh-oh. Give me a second. When I made that change, I moved this around by mistake. So let me fix you guys here. TikTok. There we go. So we have the canary and the matcha. All right. And these are kind of the greenish, kind of a light green. We were debating between kiwi and matcha and melon and a bunch of different ones, but they talked me into the green tea, They showed me the color and it looked pretty good, so we went with that. And then the canary yellow are these, but we are going to knock these out on a black shirt real quick because I want to see what it looks like, and I think they're going to look pretty dang sweet. So we will throw them on a black shirt on this entrepreneur design. Oh, look at you guys like the name. I'm not going to lie, I honestly didn't even know what it was. So both of these, just to let you know, both of these colors have a little bit of a kind of color changing characteristic in them as well. So as you hit different angles of both of these colors, they do kind of change colors. So they are pretty sweet, yes. TikTok, let me zoom you guys in a little bit here. There we go. So these are the SS10, of course. What do you guys think of the new holographic bags? Pretty sweet, aren't they? Oh man, these stones look freaking amazing right here. I'm dropping both my 10 grosses in here. Even though I don't need 2 10 grosses, I'm dropping 2 because it's always easier if you have more stones. So let me bring you guys down here and give you a little bit more of a close-up of it. So I'm not sure if you guys can see. Oh my goodness. Look at how good those look. But can you guys see how it hits a little bit different colors at different angles? But it's confusing the camera right now because of the sparkle. But I'm anxious to see what these look like again on a black shirt. Yeah, I can show you guys TikTok. Hold on. Check it out, TikTok. Oh, that looks so damn good, doesn't it? Look at those stones. They're like freaking lights. All right, let's do it. So I need my monster brush, which is probably in my junk drawer here. Let's see. Yes, it is. And we should be good to go. So like always when brushing in stones, start on an edge or start on one side. Make sure you have a good amount of stones. And then just kind of work your way with big circles throughout the design. As you feel like you got a good amount of the stones in, then you're going to brush in a straight line to try to get the excess ones out, okay? So circles to get them in, straight line to get them out. So looks good there. This design, I want to say, has close to 1,000 stones in it. It's a pretty big design. So just to give you an idea of what that is, how many of you know what a CAMS machine is? Let me know. How many of you know what a CAMS machine is? And we have a couple of them in our warehouse. That drawer is really intoxicated. So, yeah, and I see some of you know. So what a CAMS machine is it's a rhinestone setting machine. So what it does is it actually picks up, you just dump the stones in, and it picks up the stones and places them all onto your hot fix tape. Okay? It's awesome. They're great, right? But the downfall sometimes to a CAMS machine is on a design like this, okay? And here's the reason why. This is a one-color design, right? So with this one-color design, it took me, let's just say, a minute, 2 minutes to brush in all of these stones. Well, With the CAMS machine will do anywhere from 100 to 150 stones a minute. All right? Well, if this was 1,000 stones, that machine would take 10 minutes to do this. I'm able to brush them in 1 minute, right? Sometimes 30 seconds, depending on the design. So it really depends. I'm looking for some hot fix tape. It really depends on what type of design you have to if a CAMS machine makes sense for you, right? And does anybody know the price tag on a CAMS machine? How much do you think a CAMS machine costs? And this is a 6-color or 6-size CAMS machine. What would you guess? Give me some guesses. 2,000, 14,000, 20,000, 3,000, 1,000, 30,000, 35, 30. So when we got ours, and we have 2 of them, when we got ours probably about 6 to 8 years ago, between the 2 of them, $35,000 each. I'm just looking for any extra stones on top here. $35,000 each. So, with that being said, you better be doing a lot of rhinestone designs, rhinestone transfers, rhinestone shirts, right? At $35,000 each. And that's where when you look at something like this and you're like, oh, well, he just did that whole design in 1 minute and the machine would have taken longer. Now, obviously the benefit to a CAMS machine is it doesn't need bathroom breaks. It doesn't complain, right? It does break down. It does need maintenance. So it's not 100% perfect and easy. You still need to learn how to use it. There's a learning curve, right? But where it really works is if you have a 3-color design, a 4-color design, a 5-color design, where you're going to have to use a bunch of different transfers, right? And layer all the transfers, because a 1-color rhinestone shirt might take you 2 minutes, but a 6-color rhinestone shirt might take you 2 hours, as far as all the layering, the brushing, and whatnot. So, and your template cost and everything else, exactly. All right, so let's go. We got a decent amount of these stones. I see everybody asking, are the stones going to sell out today? We got a decent amount of these, so I'm pretty confident they'll last at least a little while. I'm pretty confident they'll definitely last through this live, because obviously the Wednesdays lives we don't have nearly as many. So that looks good there. Checking my left edge, my right edge, checking my armpits. That's not weird, and we're looking good to go. So coming down for my 12 to 15 second press. Now, I only had it set on 10. That's why I'm letting it go a little bit longer. More than unicorn poop lasted the first time. Yes, right? How long? Do you remember when we released that? How long did the unicorn poop last that first time? Was it like 30 minutes maybe? I don't even know if it lasted. I don't even know if the unicorn poop lasted 30 minutes, did it? That was crazy. Oh, this looks so damn good. Here, I'm going to bring you guys over here to show it to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Man, I like these different colors this hits as well. So, I'll bring you down closer so you guys can see. So, YouTube first. Check it out. It's hard to see because it's so bright right now. This camera can't even focus on it good. And then TikTok, let me get you guys here. Oh, TikTok's getting a much better view of it. Check that out, TikTok. Oh my goodness. Go look on TikTok and you'll see the difference. Those look, can you guys see how it hits a little bit the different colors as I'm moving around? If you're on YouTube, come over to TikTok, because this YouTube camera is kind of a cheaper camera. You can't really see much. Oh, so much better. So much better on TikTok. Let me see if YouTube looks at the TikTok camera. I think it's still just, can you, yeah, it does look, see that? YouTube? The difference on TikTok is crazy. Completely different than, yes. Sweet. All right. So, just to let you know, the Tumbler is actually going to someone already. So the Tumbler, the Lakeaholic Tumbler, this one is already spoken for. However, I do have the Lake Junkie shirt and the Entrepreneur shirt. Oh my goodness. TikTok, check out this Rhinestone shirt. Even YouTube, it looks better on this camera, doesn't it? Yes, I'll show you where the stones are. I see a lot of you asking. I'll show you on the website. Let me show you real quick. My bad. Let me flip around here. So, where those stones are on the website, if you go to Rhinestones, Hot Fix Rhinestones, and they're the Diamond Cut SS10. And then you're going to see them right here. The Matcha, and then the Canary. Got them? And then the color changing UV will still be on the main page of the website, the 5-foot rolls. And you can mix and, remember, you can mix and match the colors as well. Got it? Sweet. All right, so everybody knows the coupon code that I extended through tonight, okay? Everybody knows the coupon code, so here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do tonight, or today. I am going to give away the Lake Junkie shirt on YouTube. I'm going to give away the TikTok shirt. Is the purple sold out already? Of the lights, the UV? Yeah. I'm going to give away the Lake Junkie UV Magic Heat Transfer Vinyl shirt on YouTube. I'm going to give away the Rhinestone shirt on TikTok. I have one mini pack to give away on TikTok. And I have, right now, one mini pack to give away on YouTube. Let's go. Get 200 likes on YouTube real quick. The coupon code is MattLive10 Release. MattLive10 Release. Got it? And if you're on YouTube, you'll see it above me. On YouTube, you'll see it above me. All right? All right. We are at 200 likes on YouTube now, so we got 2 mini packs on YouTube. We got one mini pack on TikTok. We got a Rhinestone shirt on TikTok. And we got the Lake Junkie shirt on YouTube. All right, let's do it. And then I got Jackson's practice today. So, Lake Junkie shirt. Actually, let's do the mini packs first. So, bringing over the comments. If you win one of the actual products, one of the shippable products, it'll ship with your next order that requires shipping, okay? So, first thing I'm picking is 2 mini packs. 2 mini pack winners, okay? 2 winners for a mini pack of choice, and our winners, picking them in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. I got Malika Bookout, and I got Mary Alice Browning. Malika Bookout and Mary Alice Browning, you guys got yourself a mini pack of choice. All right, TikTok mini pack of choice. Scrolling through here, and I got this person right here. I got, who is it? I got MV Custom Crafts. Myra Hernandez. Let me take a picture here. MV Custom Crafts, you got yourself a mini pack of choice. TikTok, congratulations. All right, let's pick the shirt winners. Lake Junkie, UV Magic Heat Transfer Vinyl. Scrolling through the comments on YouTube, and the winner, it'll ship with your next order that requires shipping on the website for the Lake Junkie shirt, is this person right here. Boom! Kim Compton in the house. What's up, Kim? How are you? Kim, Lake Junkie. It's yours, Kim. Next order that requires shipping, Kim, just let them know you won the Lake Junkie shirt. And TikTok is going to be for the Rhinestone Matcha Entrepreneur shirt. All right? And our winner on TikTok, it'll ship with your next order that requires shipping, is this person right here. I got Jennifer Leanne 2002. Jennifer Leanne. Let me zoom in here and put the shirt in the image so I know. Boom. Jennifer, you got yourself the Rhinestone Entrepreneur shirt. Congratulations. All right. Any questions real quick before I leave? I gotta get Jackson going to practice, but questions before I head out. Hopefully everybody kind of saw. I want to be a macho man. Herm. Good one, Herm. Yes, I will also be. I'll do a TikTok as well on the Lake Junkie shirt. That's why I cut that extra design as well. It'll be sweet. All right, coupon code. Like I said, I extended it through tonight. So all you need to do is enter the coupon code up above me on YouTube, and it will take 10% off. 10% off your order on the Color Spark vinyls and the rhinestones. Betty said he keeps saying my name wrong. Yellow and purple is out of stock now, Eric. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. So now yellow and purple of the UV is out of stock. We do have a lot more coming, thousands of rolls, but we're probably looking at possibly two to 3 weeks, possibly. So again, when those come back in stock, All-Star members will get first notice. You got it. All right, sweet. Hey, appreciate all of you guys. TikTok, YouTube, thank you all so much. Thank you all so Betty, Mary Alice rubbing it in. He said my name right. All right. Hey, you guys all have an amazing, amazing night. Appreciate you guys coming by today. TikTok, I will see you guys soon. Later. YouTube, appreciate all of you. Have an amazing night. Thanks for coming by the training. We'll see you guys soon. Hey, remember, All-Star members, I'll have it up by the morning. Beachaholic. Let's go. All right. Later, crew.